Hi everyone, this is Sheetal Chaudhary, your accounts master teacher, and I welcome you all to Vedantu Commerce. We all are here for a better future. So how are you all today? कैसे हैं आप लोग? How are you guys? So in the previous session, yesterday we had discussed 6 marks question of sample paper. So today we are going to continue that sample paper solving, and today we are going to discuss 8 marks question. And I hope that all of you have now registered for vote. You all are ready for vote, and you must be participating either on 11th April or 18th April. बिकॉज ये सिर्फ एग्जाम नहीं है, ये कम बैक है. सो मेक अ कम बैक दिस ईयर विद वेदांतु ऑनलाइन टैलेंट एग्जाम, बिकॉज दिस इज ऑल फ्री एग्जाम. देयर इज नो रजिस्ट्रेशन फीस, नो चार्जेस, नथिंग. एंड विद दिस कम बैक यू कैन गेट ऑल इंडिया रैंक. Yes, you can get all India rank. You can get guaranteed scholarship from a pool of rupees 500 crore. You can win exciting prizes daily or weekly. And the most important thing, you can become CEO of Vedantu for one full day. And you can also win a trip to NASA. So if you want to win all these exciting prizes, then go and register yourself now for vote. So you can win drone, mobile phone, AirDrop and Kindle and laptop and many other exciting prizes. So if you want to win all these prizes, then go and register yourself now for vote. Hi Shivam, okay, आपके 10th के exam boards नहीं था क्या? So don't you know how to vote? Let me tell you. There is a link given below in the description box. Go to that link and enter your details like name, session, grade, target. And then you have to click on register. Once you register yourself, your voter ID will be generated, and then you have to pick up your voting days, that on which day you want to give vote. And then it's all done. So go and register now by following this process. Also, if you are worried about the exam format, let me tell you that. But before that, if you don't have complete information, if you want to know more about vote, then you can either check our website or you can download our mobile app for the complete details. Hi Rajput Priyanshu, a very good afternoon. Shivam, 11th ka batch we will be taking a few more days because 10 students will be having their final boards exam in May. So we have to think about that, and then we will be telling you guys कि 11th का batch कब से start होगा. अभी हम लोग कुछ नहीं बता सकते. So this vote, how it is going to be conducted, how many subjects will be there, how many questions will be there. So there will be total 3 subjects: accounts, business studies and economics. Every subject will have 30 questions. So total there will be 90 questions. For every right answer you will get 4 marks, and for every wrong answer there will be -1. हर सही आंसर के आपको मिलेंगे 4 marks और हर wrong answer के -1. So there will be negative marking also. And the time duration will be total 90 minutes. So you will be getting 1.5 hours to attempt this paper. 12th batch we have already started from yesterday. कल से 12th का batch start हो चुका है at 7 PM. Now, अगर आपको अकेले participate नहीं करना squad में, if you don't want to play alone, you don't want to participate alone, then let me tell you that you can create your own squad with your friends and you can participate together. So if you want to play with your friends, go and create your squad now and play together and win big and exciting prizes together. So guys, if you have not registered yourself till now, जल्दी से जाओ register करो and जीतो इतने शानदार prizes. So now starting with this session, this is your today's schedule. After my session, you will be having business studies session at 4 p.m. Then you will be having your again business studies session at 6 p.m. Then account session at 7 p.m. for class 12th new batches. Then mathematics session at 8 p.m. and economics session at 9 p.m. This is your schedule for today. Okay, Manpreet. Now, let's see what we are going to do today. So, this is for class 12th old student who will be having their final exams in 2021 in May. This session, it is for those students who will be having their boards exam in May. Now, if you guys are new to our channel Vedantu Commerce, or if you are watching this space for the first time, then please take a moment to subscribe to our channel so that you can watch more such classes. Also, make sure that you like this video and you share this along with your friends. And if you guys want notes for the upcoming session in the PDF form, then you all can join us on Telegram group Vedantu Commerce. The link is also given below in the description box. Hi Ishak. Hi Avinash. I am all good, Ishak. What about you? Manpreet, already subscribed. Avinash, I am all good. What about you? Okay, Manpreet, thank you so much. Hi Sammy. Hi Viren. So, today we are going to continue our sample paper solving series. We have already discussed 1 mark question, 3 mark question, 4 mark question and 6 marks question. Today we will be discussing 8 marks question. So let's start this session now without any delay. So are you guys ready for sample paper solving? Tell me yes or no. Are we ready? Yes, Viren. Avinash is also fine. Yes, Sammy, 8 marks question. There will be 2 questions of 8 marks. So let's start this now. This is general instruction that question number 21 and 22, these are long answer type questions carrying 8 marks each. There will be 2 questions of 8 marks each, and in both the questions you will be getting choice. दोनों ही क्वेश्चंस में क्या आएगी? चॉइस आएगी. So starting with the first question of 8 marks. पहला क्वेश्चन के साथ स्टार्ट करते हैं. So this is question number 21. Balance sheet is given to us and it is said that Sunaina and Tamanna, there are 2 partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. There are 2 partners, their profit sharing ratio is 3:2. Their balance sheet as at 31st March stood as follows. This is the balance sheet given to all of us. Now, after balance sheet, some additional information is also given. They agreed to admit Pranav. So this is from the chapter Admission of a Partner. कौन से चैप्टर की क्वेश्चन है? Admission of a partner. A new partner, Pranav, will be admitted for 1/5 share of profit on the following term. So a new partner is admitted on the following terms. Now, what are the terms and condition? First, all debtors are good. All debtors are good. It means that no provision is required. If all debtors are good, it means that no provision is required. Now, then value of land and building is to be increased to 1,80,000. So now your land and building will be 1,80,000. Earlier it was 1,40,000. अब कितनी वैल्यू हो जाएगी? 1,80,000. Then value of plant and machinery to be reduced by 20,000. Your plant and machinery is reducing by 20,000. So it will be loss of 20,000. Then after this, some other information is given. The liability against workman compensation is determined at 20,000. The claim against workman compensation reserve is 20,000. Then Mr. Anil, to whom 40,000 were payable. Mr. Anil, to whom 40,000 were payable, already included in the above creditor, drew a bill of exchange for 3 months, which was duly accepted. We are drawing a bill of exchange on our creditor. एक creditor था 40,000 का. To that creditor we have drawn a bill of exchange. And the last point is Pranav to bring in capital of 1 lakh and 10,000 as premium for goodwill in cash. And what is the requirement of this question? They are asking for journal entries. They are asking for journal entries. अविनाश, मैंने अभी तक कुछ बताया नहीं है. I have just read the question. मैंने सिर्फ क्वेश्चन पढ़ा है, मैंने कुछ बताया नहीं अभी तक. So, these are the points that are given to us. Now we have to pass journal entry in the all cases. अब हमें क्या करनी है? Journal entry pass करनी है. So let's start passing the journal entry. So let me disappear first. So the first point was all debtors are good. All the debtors are good. It means that no more provision is required. Now the provision is not required. So provision is not required means the provision will decrease. ये जो provision है ये क्या हो जाएगा? Now it will decrease. So if your provision is decreasing, your liability is decreasing. Provision is what? Provision is liability. So provision will decrease, your liability will decrease. It will be your profit. ये क्या होगा? आपका profit होगा. So the journal entry will be provision for doubtful debt debit, because liability is decreasing. Decrease in liability is debited. So provision for doubtful debt debit, and it is profit. Profits are transferred to the credit side of revaluation. Profits are transferred to the credit side of revaluation. So this will be your first entry. Provision for doubtful debt debit 40,000 to revaluation 40,000. Then coming on to the second point, value of land and building to be increased to 1,80,000. Your land and building value is now 1,80,000. What was the book value? Book value of land and building is 140. And now the book value is 1,80,000. So land and building is increasing. It is increasing by 40,000. So when asset increases, it is profit. So the journal entry will be land and building debit. Increase in asset is debited. Increase in asset debit, and it is profit. So it will be credited to revaluation account. So land and building debit to revaluation 40,000 is your profit. Coming to the third entry, value of plant and machinery to be reduced by 20,000. Your plant and machinery, it is decreasing by 20,000. आपकी प्लांट एंड मशीनरी 20,000 से क्या हो गई, कम हो गई. So it is decreasing, your asset is decreasing, it is a loss. So at the time of losses, revaluation is debited. Revaluation account debit to plant and machinery. Decrease in asset is credited. When asset decreases, it is credited. So हमें 20,000 का क्या हुआ, नुकसान हुआ. The journal entry will be revaluation account debit to plant and machinery. After that, the next point is the liability against workman compensation fund is 20,000. Liability against workman compensation reserve is 20,000. So we will see that how much claim is there. We will check out the reserve, So workman compensation reserve, it is 50,000. It is 50,000. So now the journal entry will be workman compensation reserve account debit to claim for workman compensation. Out of 50,000 reserve, out of the 50,000 reserve, 20,000 will be transferred to claim, and remaining 30,000 will be distributed between Sunaina and Tamanna. Remaining 30,000 will be distributed between Sunaina and Tamanna in their profit sharing ratio. So 30,000 multiplied by 2 by 5. 30,000 multiplied by 3 by 5 and 30,000 multiplied by 2 by 5. So it will be 18,000 and 12,000. It will be 18,000 and 12,000. So this will be the journal entry for workman compensation reserve. The claim is transferred to the claim and the remaining 30,000 is distributed among partners in their profit sharing ratio. Coming to the next part. The next part is saying that Mr. Anil, to whom 40,000 were payable, we drew a bill of exchange which was duly accepted. We are drawing bills of exchange on our creditor. So what will be the journal entry? It will be creditors account debit to bills payable account. Creditors account debit to bills payable account. To our creditors, we are giving bills of exchange. यहाँ पर हमें ना तो प्रॉफिट हुआ है ना ही लॉस हुआ है. In this there is no profit, no loss, because to your creditors you are settling your one liability with the help of other liability. It is decrease in liability. It is increase in liability. So it will get set off. यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, एक liability कम हुई, एक liability बढ़ गई. So this will be your journal entry when the bill of exchange is drawn upon creditor. Creditor account debit to bills payable. Now coming on to the most important entry. Yes, Sankalp, this will not go in revaluation. ये revaluation में नहीं जाएगा because creditors are debited and bills payable is credited. So in this entry, neither revaluation is debited nor it is credited. हमारी journal entry में ना तो revaluation debit हुआ ना ही credit हुआ. Now coming on to the last transaction, Pranav to bring in 1 lakh as capital and 10,000 as premium for Goodwill. So the journal entry will be cash account debit to Pranav's capital to premium for Goodwill. He is bringing 2 lakh capital, he is bringing 1 lakh capital and 10,000 Goodwill. So total cash brought is 1,10,000. Hi Sakshi, this is for class 12th old batches who will be having their final exams in May. So this journal entry will be passed when the new partner Pranav will bring capital and Goodwill. So cash account debit 1,10,000 to Pranav capital to premium for Goodwill. Now premium for Goodwill will be distributed among sacrificing partner. Premium for Goodwill account debit 10,000. It will be distributed among sacrificing partner in sacrificing ratio. So in this question, we are only having the new share of the new partner. In this question, it is only mentioned that the new partner is admitted for 1/5 share. And it is not given that how he will acquire his share. ये तो नहीं बताया ना कि वो अपना share कैसे acquire करेगा. So in this case, your sacrificing ratio will be equal to old ratio. In the cases where the new partner is admitted and it is not mentioned that how he is acquiring his share, in that type of cases, sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio. So sacrificing ratio will be 3:2 and therefore you will distribute the Goodwill in the old ratio 3:2. So to Sunaina capital account, to Tamanna capital account, it will be 6,000 and 4,000. Sakshi, we have already started the new batch for class 12th from yesterday at 7 p.m. So this is how the premium for Goodwill will be distributed among sacrificing partner in sacrificing ratio. Now these are the journal entry for which it is clearly given. ये वो journal entry है जिसके बारे में हमें clearly given है. But there will be some other journal entry which are hidden in the balance sheet. There will be 2 more journal entry. So can you see Goodwill? This is existing Goodwill. So there is existing Goodwill appearing in balance sheet and we have to write off this existing Goodwill between old partner in old ratio. So we will pass the journal entry. Sunaina capital account debit, Tamanna capital account debit, 2 Goodwills. So partner capital account will be debited and Goodwill will be credited. So Sunaina capital account debit, Tamanna capital account debit, 2 Goodwill. 20,000 you will distribute in 3:2. So it will be 12,000 and 8,000. And similarly, hi Anshi, similarly there is general reserve also. So general reserve will be also distributed among partner. So general reserve account debit to Sunaina capital account to Tamanna capital account. So general reserve 1,20,000 you will distribute among Sunaina and Tamanna in the old ratio. So these journal entry will be passed in 8 marks. And it was not that tough question. So we can easily score 8 out of 8 in this question. So this is plant and machinery decreased. This is land and building increased. provision decreased, we issued bills of exchange to the creditor, and the profit of revaluation is transferred to partner's capital account. So you will calculate the profit individually. हमें profit भी calculate करना पड़ेगा. And how we will calculate the profit? How we will calculate the profit? Total of credit side of revaluation is 80,000. Credit balance is 80,000 and debit balance of revaluation is 20,000. So 80,000 minus 20,000, your revaluation balance is 60,000 and it is credit balance. So credit balance means it is profit, and profit will be distributed among partner. And the most important thing, you will transfer the profit to their current account because the capitals are fixed. Capital क्या है? Fixed है. So everything will be transferred to their current account instead of capital account. So now when we will distribute this revaluation profit, the journal entry will be revaluation debit 60,000 to Sunaina current account to Tamanna current account. 60,000 will be distributed in the old ratio 3:2. So 36,000 and 24,000. Thank you, Anshi. So this is how the profit is distributed. Many students will make the mistake of crediting the capital account. And we have to read the question carefully that we will not credit capital account here. We will credit current account because the capitals are fixed, not fluctuating. Next. Now the existing goodwill 20,000 will be written off. Existing goodwill was given in the balance sheet. So at this time also you will debit current account. So we will debit Sunaina current account and Tamanna current account. So partners current account debit to goodwill. 20,000 will be distributed in old ratio 3:2. Then the new partner is bringing capital and goodwill. New partner is bringing 1 lakh capital and 10,000 goodwill. So total he is bringing 1,10,000. And this goodwill will be distributed among sacrificing partner in sacrificing ratio. So in this question, sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio. And the journal entry for distribution of goodwill will be premium for goodwill account debit to partners current account, not capital account. So premium for goodwill debit to Sunaina current account to Tamanna current account. 10,000 you will distribute in the old ratio, in the sacrificing ratio 3:2, 6,000 and 4,000. And at last you will distribute general reserve. Again it will be credited to partners current account. So general reserve debit to Sunaina current account to Tamanna current account. It will be distributed in the old ratio 3:2. So this is how the journal entry will be recorded, and this question is for 8 marks. This is the journal entry for workman compensation reserve, which we have already passed. So these entries will be passed for 8 marks. Now tell me, do you guys have any doubt in this question? Is there any doubt, guys? Avinash, understood. No. Okay. So now we have a choice in this question. The first question was from admission and the other question will be from retirement. as I have told you that admission and retirement, it will be in choice. So there will be choice between the chapter admission and retirement. You have to attempt any one question. So now we come to the next question, which is from retirement. So let's read this question. Krish, Vrish and Peter, they are partners sharing profits in the ratio 3:2:1. This is their ratio, 3:2:1. Vrish retired from the firm. I told you that one question will be from admission and another will be from retirement. So Vrish retired from the firm, and on that date the balance sheet was as follows. So this is your balance sheet. Now we will analyze the balance sheet. First we will look at the balance sheet, that do we have any reserves or existing goodwill or not. So in the balance sheet we have general reserve that will be distributed among all the old partner in the old ratio. Now coming on to the additional information. So first let's see the requirement of the question. First let's see the requirement of the question. ये question क्या मांग रहा है? So requirement of the question is to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. We have to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. So now reading the additional information. So additional information, first point is premises to be appreciated by 20%. Your premises will increase by 20%. Your asset is increasing by 16,000. It is profit and therefore you will record on the credit side of revaluation. So on the credit side of revaluation, by premises 16,000. It is profit, so it will be recorded on the credit side. Coming on to the next information that says, just a minute. So next is stock to be depreciated by 10%. Stock is decreasing by 10%. 10% of 9,000 will be 900. Stock is depreciated means stock is decreasing. So you will record this on the debit side of revaluation because it is loss. It will be recorded on which side? Debit side, because it is loss. Then provision for doubtful debt was to be maintained at 5% on debtors. Debtors are 6,000 and provision is to be created 5% of debtor. So 6,000 multiplied by 5%, your provision should be 300. Provision should be 300, but the provision is 400. So it means that your provision is decreasing from 400 to 300. Your provision is decreasing by 100. And if provision decreases, it is your liability. Your liability is decreasing, which is profit. So पहले हमारा provision था 400 रुपए, अब हमारा provision हो जाएगा 300 रुपए. तो Raghav, we will discuss that later because we are doing a very important session right now, so I can't answer this right now. Okay, so पहले हमारा provision कितना था 400, अब कितना हो गया 300. तो provision कम हुआ, आपका फायदा है, this is profit. You will record on the credit side of revaluation. उसके बाद बोला है provision for legal damages is to be increased by 1200. आपके legal damages, it will increase by 1200. So your liability is increasing. Increase in liability is a loss. So you will record it on the debit side of revaluation. ये आपका नुकसान है तो revaluation में debit side record करेंगे. Furniture to be brought to 45,000. Now your furniture will be 45,000. पहले कितना था? 41. So furniture is increasing by 4,000. Furniture 4,000 से बढ़ गया. That is your profit. So you will record on credit side. So this is how the revaluation account will be prepared. Increase in premises, increase in furniture, and decrease in provision 100. These all are your profit. Then on the debit side, you will record decrease in stock, increase in legal damages, and after recording all these items, we will find out the balancing figure. So total of credit side is 20,100 and total of debit side is only 2,100. So credit minus debit, the balancing figure is 18,000, which will be distributed among all the old partner, Krish, Vrish and Peter in the old ratio. तो इसको आप बांट दोगे सब पार्टनर्स में in the old ratio 3:1. This is our revaluation account. So revaluation account बन गया. Now we will prepare partners capital account. अब हम लोग क्या बनाएंगे? Partners capital account. So in partners capital account, first of all you will record the opening balances. Then you will record general reserve. 12,000 will be distributed among Krish, Vrish and Peter in the ratio 3:1. So it will be 6,000, 4,000 and 2,000. Now after recording these two items, we will record this additional information. So there is goodwill of 42,000. Goodwill given है 42,000. New profit sharing ratio is given 5:1. So old ratio is given. There are three partners, Krish, Vrish and Peter. Old ratio was 3:1 and the new ratio will be 5:1. So first we will find out gaining ratio. We have to find out gaining ratio for goodwill. So Krish gaining share will be new share 5/6 minus old share 3/6. It will be 2/6. And Peter, new share 1/6 minus old share 1/6. He is not gaining anything. So Krish is gaining and Vrish is sacrificing. The partner who retires, that partner sacrifices. So the entry for the goodwill will be gaining partner capital account debit. Gaining partner capital account debit. Krish capital account debit to sacrificing to retiring partner. And who is retiring partner? Vrish. So to Vrish capital account. Now 42,000 you will multiply with their share 2/6. It will be 14,000. So this is the journal entry for goodwill. Krish account debit to Vrish capital account. Now we will prepare the capital account. अब हम लोग बनाएंगे capital account. So buy balance brought down, opening balance 46,000, 30,000 and 20,000. After that you will record general reserve. General reserve will be distributed 6,000, 4,000 and 2,000. General reserve is distributed among partner. जनरल रिजर्व और देना 12,000. तो जनरल रिजर्व को हमने बांट दिया पार्टनर्स में. नाउ आफ्टर जनरल रिजर्व There was profit of revaluation. Revaluation profit will be also recorded. 9,000, 6,000 and 3,000. This is revaluation profit. Hi Kaisha. Hi Abdullah. Now, after recording the revaluation profit, the entry for goodwill was, the adjustment entry for goodwill was Krish capital account debit to Vrish capital account 14,000. This was the entry. So Krish is credited. Vrish is credited. Vrish is credited. So on the Vrish capital account, in the Vrish capital account, you will record on the credit side by Krish. Vrish is credited. So in the Vrish capital account, we will record on the credit side. And Krish is debited. So in Krish, we will record on the debit side to Vrish capital account. So this is the entry for goodwill. Now we have recorded everything. So we will find out the closing balances. But before that, we will make payment to retiring partner. Because Vrish is retiring, so we will make payment to him. And your question is saying that 26,000 from Vrish capital account will be transferred to his loan account. 26,000 will be transferred to his loan account and balance will be paid through bank. So now find out the closing balance of Vrish. 30,000 plus 4,000 plus 6,000 plus 14,000. The closing balance is 54,000. Out of 54, we will transfer to his loan account. 26. And 54 minus 26, the remaining balance, it will be paid through bank. So to bank 28,000. So 26,000 is transferred to loan account and 28,000 is paid through bank. After that, you will find out the closing balances of remaining partner. So 46,000 plus 6,000 plus 9,000 minus 14,000. Total of credit minus debit. The closing balance is 47,000. Similarly with Peter, 20,000 plus 5,000. The closing balance is 25,000. So this is the capital account in the case of retirement of the partner. Now at last we will prepare balance sheet. So first we have to look at the old balance sheet. पहले old balance sheet देखेंगे. The bank balance is 7,600. The bank balance is 7,600 and payment made to Vrish is 28,000. Payment made to Vrish is 28,000. It means that the difference is bank loan. Whatever is the difference, it is a bank loan. So bank loan will be recorded on the credit side. Bank loan 20,400. Because we have paid 28,000 and the cash available was 7,600. So remaining we have taken bank loan. Now after recording this, furniture is valued at 45,000. So furniture will be 45,000. Stock was depreciated by 10%. So you will subtract 900. Premises, they were appreciated by 20%. So you will add 16,000. Provision was decreased by 100. So now provision will be 300. Creditors will remain same. General reserve will not be recorded. Bills payable will remain same. Outstanding salary will remain same. Legal damages, it is increased by 1200. So you will add 1200. Capital of Krish and Peter, you will record the new capital. Vrish capital will not appear. Vrish की capital नहीं आएगी because he is no more a partner. But his loan account will be recorded on the liability side, 26,000. So this will be your final balance sheet. This is your final balance sheet. You can see that we have completed this another question. Now your question is complete. After recording every item, do the total of both asset and liability, which should be equal. If it is not equal, then you have made some mistake. So now tell me, is this question clear to everyone? Is this question clear to all of you? Yes or no? Come on guys, tell me quickly, yes or no? Okay, so now coming on to the next 8 marks question, which will be from issue of shares. So the next question we have from issue of shares, and let's start this question. Zocon Limited issued a prospectus inviting application for 5 lakh equity shares. How many shares have been issued by Zocon Limited? 5 lakh equity shares of 10 each at a premium of 10%. So 10 rupees share, it is issued at 1 rupees premium. How it is payable? 3 rupees will be payable on application. 5 rupees on allotment including premium. So it means 4 face value plus 1 premium. And 3 on final call, 3 on first call. Applications were received for 6,60,000. So this is case of over subscription. We have received application for 6,60,000. Now, how these shares have been allotted. So this is how the shares have been allotted. So now we have to prepare. We have to prepare over subscription table. So just give me 1 minute. So now we will prepare over subscription table. So I am going to prepare over subscription table now. First column will be applied. Then it will be allotted. Then it will be application received. Then it will be application due. Then it will be excess. Then allotment due. After excess, it will be allotment due. Then adjusted in allotment. And the last column will be for bank. So this is your over subscription table. Applied, allotted, application received, application due, excess, allotment due, adjusted in allotment, and bank. Now we will fill up this table. So applicant for 4 lakh. Applicants for 4 lakh were allotted in full. So those who applied for 4 lakh, they received full shares 4 lakh. Then those who applied for 2 lakh, they were allotted 50% on pro rata basis. So those who applied for 2 lakh, they were allotted 50%. So 50% will be 1 lakh. Then applicant for 60,000 were issued letter of regret. It means to the applicant of 60,000, no shares have been allotted. हमने उनको कोई भी shares नहीं दिए हैं. So on application we are receiving 3 rupees. On allotment we are receiving 4 plus 1. On first call we are receiving 3 rupees. Now we have to fill up that table. So how much application money will be received? Application money is always received on applied number of shares. So on applied 4 lakh shares, you will receive 3 rupees application money. So 4 lakh applied multiply by 3, your application money received is 12 lakh. Then 2 lakh applied shares, on 2 lakh multiplied by 3, you have received 6 lakh application money. Then 60,000 multiplied by 3, you have received 1,80,000 application money. So total application money received is 19,80,000. Total application money received is 19,80,000. Now application money will become due. So application money becomes due on allotted number of shares. Application money becomes due on allotted number of shares. So 4 lakh allotted shares multiplied by application 3. So application due is 12 lakh. 1 lakh allotted shares multiplied by 3. Allotment due, application due is 3 lakh. Allotted shares 0 multiplied by 3. Application due will be 0. So this is application due. Application will be due on the allotted number of shares. Now the total application due is 15 lakh. The total application due is 15 lakh. Now we will find out the excess amount. 12 lakh minus 12 lakh 0. 6 lakh minus 3 lakh 3 lakh. 1,80,000 minus 0, 1,80,000. This is your excess amount received at the time of application. Now, after finding out this excess amount, we will find out allotment due. As application due, allotment will also become due on allotted number of shares. So allotted shares are 4 lakh. 4 lakh multiplied by allotment 5. So 4 lakh multiplied by 5. Allotment due is 20 lakh. Allotment due is 20 lakh. Then 1 lakh allotted shares. 1 lakh allotted shares multiplied by 5. Allotment due is 5 lakh. And then 0 multiplied by 5, it will be 0. So total allotment due is 25 lakh. Total allotment due is 25 lakh. Then we have to adjust in allotment. So in the first category, there is no excess amount. In the first category, there is no excess amount. So nothing will be adjusted in allotment. Just a minute. So excess is 0, so nothing will be adjusted in allotment. In the second category, we have 3 lakh excess amount and allotment due is more than that. So the full excess amount will be adjusted toward allotment. 3 lakh, the full amount will be adjusted towards allotment. And then the excess amount is 1,80,000. In this category, no allotment is due. So if allotment is not due, you cannot adjust that amount towards allotment. क्योंकि जब allotment का पैसा आना ही नहीं है तो आप adjust नहीं कर सकते. So the full amount will be refunded through bank. The full amount will be refunded through bank. So this is how the oversubscription table is prepared. Now we will pass the journal entry. तो अब हम क्या करेंगे? Journal entry pass करेंगे. काट दूं मतलब? हाँ मतलब इतना ना. So thank you so much, Aman. Now we will pass the journal entries. So first entry will be application money received. And what will be the journal entry? Bank account debit to equity share application account. पहली entry क्या होगी? Bank account debit to equity share application account. And total application money received. What is the total application money received? Total application money received is 19,80,000. So this will be your first journal entry. Bank account debit to equity share application account 19,80,000. After that, the application money will be transferred to share capital, and that will be the main journal entry. So now equity share application money, the share application money has to be transferred to share capital. So now I will pass the journal entry here. Just a minute. So now the journal entry will be equity share application account debit. Equity share application account debit. The total amount is 19,80,000. You will transfer to equity share capital, and only application due is transferred to share capital. So application due is 15 lakh. Application due is 15 lakh. So you will only transfer 15 lakh to share capital. Then the amount that is adjusted in the allotment. 3 lakh is adjusted in the allotment. So that will be credited to equity share allotment. So to equity share allotment 3 lakh. And some amount is refunded through bank. So to bank account, how much amount is refunded? 1,80,000. So this will be your second journal entry when the excess amount is adjusted towards allotment and it is refunded through bank. Equity share application account debit to equity share capital to equity share allotment to bank account. This is your second journal entry. Now the third entry will be allotment money due. Allotment will become due. So the entry will be equity share allotment debit to equity share capital. जब allotment due होगी तब entry क्या होगी? Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital to securities premium reserve, because there is 1 rupees premium at the time of allotment. So the entry will be equity share allotment debit to equity share capital to securities premium reserve. Total amount is 5 rupees, out of which 4 is nominal value and 1 is premium. So multiply this with the number of shares issued. So how many shares we have issued? 5 lakh. So 5 lakh multiplied by 5, 5 lakh multiplied by 4 and 5 lakh multiplied by 1. This will be your journal entry for allotment money due. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital to securities premium reserve. Total 5 rupees will be debited to allotment. 4 rupees, that is nominal value, face value, it will be credited to share capital, and 1 rupees securities premium, it will be credited to SPR. Now we will read the question. अब हम लोग क्वेश्चन पढ़ेंगे because it's time to receive allotment money. अब allotment money मिलेगा तो हमें देखना है कि कोई calls in arrears तो नहीं है क्या. So let's read the question. A shareholder to whom 500 shares were allotted under the category A paid full amount on shares allotted to him. A shareholder who is holding 500 shares, he paid all the money, means he paid the call along with the allotment. ये जो शेयर होल्डर है उसने अपने शेयर्स पे फर्स्ट कॉल अलॉटमेंट के साथ पे कर दी. So there will be calls in advance at the time of allotment, because at the time of allotment you are receiving the call. So at the time of allotment you will credit calls in advance. 500 shares multiplied by first call 1500 will be calls in advance. Shareholder holding 500 shares is paying the first call in advance. So 500 multiplied by first call, this is calls in advance. ये तो easy था. Now coming on to the main thing, and please focus on this because this is the main question. तो अब next बोला है another shareholder to whom 100 shares were allotted under the category B. In the second category, now we have to look at the table. In the second category, just a minute, let me rub this first. So, in the second category, those who applied for 2 lakh, they were allotted 1 lakh shares. So we are not giving full shares to in the second category. So this is shareholder. This is a shareholder. He belongs to the second category. So another shareholder to whom 1000 shares were allotted, he failed to pay the allotment. Now to that shareholder we have allotted 1000 shares, but he must have applied for higher number. उसने ज्यादा के लिए अप्लाई किया होगा. So we have to find out that how many shares were applied by him. उसने कितने shares अप्लाई किए होंगे. So let me first disappear and then I will explain this. So now we will prepare a working note of 3 steps. So now we are going to prepare a working note of 3 steps. First step, we have to find out applied number of shares. Applied number of shares are not given. Allotted number of shares are 1000. 1000 shares are allotted to him. So when you want to find out applied, here we have to find out applied number of share. So keep applied in numerator, allotted in denominator, and multiply with given number of share. So in the table, applied is 2 lakh, allotted is 1 lakh. So 2 lakh applied, allotted 1 lakh, multiplied by given number, so given is 1000. By solving this, you will get the applied number of shares. So 0 to 0 cancel. 2 multiplied by 1000, it will be 2000 shares. It will be 2000 shares. So now, how many shares were applied? 2000 shares were applied. So this is the first step to find out applied shares or to find out allotted shares. Question में कुछ भी given हो सकता है. If applied is given, you will find out allotted. If allotted is given, you will find out applied. Now the second step is to find out the amount due on allotment. So on his 1,000 shares, how many shares he is holding? 1,000 shares. On his allotted shares, on his 1,000 share, he is not paying allotment of 5 rupees. So amount due on allotment is 5,000. Amount due on allotment is 5,000. Then third, you will find out excess application money received. Third, we will find out excess application money received. So this shareholder must have paid application money on 2,000. इस शेयर ने हमें एप्लीकेशन मनी कितने शेयर्स पे पे किया होगा? 2,000 शेयर पे, बिकॉज ही अप्लाइड फॉर 2,000. So he paid application money on 2,000 shares, but shares allotted to him are 1,000. It means that on the difference, 1,000 shares. Just a minute. So it means that on the difference 1,000 shares, he had paid application money 3 rupees in excess. उसको application money देना कितने shares पे चाहिए था? 1,000 shares पे, लेकिन उसने कितने पे दे दिया? 2,000 पे. So on the difference 1,000 shares, he paid application money in excess. So excess application money received is 3,000. Excess application money received is 3,000, and now from the amount due on allotment you will subtract this excess application money. आप 5,000 में से 3,000 माइनस कर दोगे. This is calls in arrear at the time of allotment. This is calls in arrear at the time of allotment. Why? Because amount that he is not paying is 5,000. He is not paying us 5,000 at the time of allotment. वो हमें allotment पे 5,000 रुपए नहीं दे रहा, लेकिन at the time of application he paid us 3,000 in advance. So this will be adjusted now. So 5,000 minus 3,000, these are your calls in arrears at the time of allotment. So calls in arrears are 2,000 and calls in advance are 500 multiplied by 3, 1,500. So now we will pass the journal entry, guys. Now we are going to pass the journal entry. Bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit, 2 share allotment, 2 calls in advance. Calls in advance 1,500, calls in arrear 2,000. We have calculated in the working note. Allotment due is 25 lakh. Out of 25 lakh, 3 lakh is already received at the time of application. Out of 25 lakh, 3 lakh is already adjusted at the time of application. So now allotment due is 22 lakh. 25 minus 3. So now we have recorded all the amounts. So do the total of credit side and subtract the debit. So 22 lakh 1,500 minus 2,000. Your answer, your bank will be balancing figure. Your bank will be balancing figure 21 lakh 99,500. This is the amount which is received on allotment. So this is the question that is going to come for sure for 8 marks, because यहाँ पर that working note is very important. Now after the allotment, it is said that, अब क्या बोला है क्वेश्चन में, this working note is very important, guys. Now आगे बोला है, his shares were immediately forfeited. his shares are immediately forfeited. So how many shares are allotted to him? 1000 shares. So his 1000 shares will be immediately forfeited, and these shares were then reissued at 14 per share as 7 paid up. तो 7 वाला शेयर आपने 14 में रीइश्यू किया है. The share of 7 rupees is reissued at 14, means there is securities premium of 7. Call has not yet been made. The final call, the first call, it is not called up by the company. So now we will pass the journal entry for forfeiture and reissue. So what will be the journal entry for forfeiture? Equity share capital account debit, 1000 rupees multiplied by called up value, it is 7. 7 means 3 on application, 4 on allotment. This is called up value. Securities premium reserve debit, on 1000 shares we are not receiving 1 rupees premium. So 1000, 2 calls in arrears, we are not receiving allotment of 2000. So you can also write down share allotment here. We are not receiving allotment from him. So in the working note we have calculated that how much amount is not received. So this is 2000. And this shareholder has paid application money to us. So to share forfeited account, we have received 3 rupees application money, not on 1000 shares. He applied for 2000 shares, so application money was received on 2000. So to share forfeiture, application money is received not on 1000, it is received on 2000. So 2000 multiplied by 3, it will be 6000. And then these 1000 forfeited shares are reissued. So bank account debit, 1000 multiplied by 14. To share capital, 1000 multiplied by 7, the paid up value. To securities premium, 1000 multiplied by 7, securities premium. And the balance of share forfeiture will be then transferred to capital reserve. Share forfeited account debit to capital reserve, 6000. The balance of share forfeiture is transferred to capital reserve because the shares are now reissued. So the balance has to be transferred to capital reserve. So ये क्वेश्चन आएगा 8 मार्क्स में, पक्का आएगा. अगर आप लोग प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे तो 8 मार्क्स हाथ से निकल जाएंगे. I have explained the question briefly. इससे ब्रीफ कोई भी नहीं समझा पाएगा. Still if it is not clear to you तो आपको बहुत ज्यादा मेहनत की जरूरत है. Now there is one more question in the option. We have a choice in this question. So here we have the next question. Now, as we have already done one question of the shares, I'm not going to go in depth of this question because otherwise it will take same time half an hour. तो अभी हम इसको क्या करेंगे, summary form में करेंगे. So the question is, X Limited has offered 50,000 equity shares of 100 each. कितने shares issue करे? 50,000 of 100 each at a premium of 20. So there will be 20 rupees premium. Application pay you will receive 50 rupees. Allotment pay you will receive 40 rupees including premium. Means 20 is face value and 20 is premium. And the balance will be received on first and final call. So what will be the balance? 50 rupees is received on application, 20 is received on allotment. So 50, 70. It is 70. 30 rupees the balance will be received on first call. So this is how the money is payable. Now the bank account of the company has received 35 lakh rupees on the account of share capital. At the time of application, you have received 35 lakh rupees. अब आपको कैसे पता चलेगा that how many applications has been received? हमें ये बताया गया है, we have been told that 35 lakh rupees has been received. We don't know that how many applications were there. So now you will divide this 35 lakh by application money per share. So there is 50 per share at the time of application. So divide 35 lakh by 50. So now how many shares are applied by the public? 70,000. These are the application received. 35 lakh divided by application money. These are the applications received. These are the applications subscribed. And we issued 50,000 shares. So this is again the case of oversubscription. In this, there was a little twist that we have to find out the applied number of shares. So applied number of shares are 70,000. Allotted number of shares are 50,000. Now we have to prepare over subscription table, and I hope that you all can prepare it. So now you will prepare over subscription table, and then you can do this question. It is exactly same as the previous one. This was the only twist which I have cracked for all of you. इसके बाद आप सारी journal entries पास खुद से कर सकते हो. So if you guys have any doubts in this question, you can let me know in the next class, and we have given the solutions for your reference. So you can check out the answers also in the notes in the Telegram group. So guys, that's it for today. We have finally done, we have finally completed CBSE Sample Paper 1. हमारा पहला sample paper complete हो चुका है, and now we are little bit ready for the boards exam. So balle balle guys. Now if you want to solve more than 1000 question, if you want to practice with us for scoring good marks, then you all can take Vedantu Commerce Pro Subscription, in which we are providing you all these amazing benefits that will surely help you to score good marks. You will be getting more than 2000 hours of live online teaching of all these subjects. So you can watch unlimited live classes for all these subjects, whether it is accounts, mathematics, business studies or economics. We will be providing you more than 10 plus highly qualified teachers who will be continuously focusing on your weakness, on your improvement. Along with this, we will also provide you assignments regularly. We will conduct test series for you regularly. So, what is the price of this? The actual price for 1 month is 1500 only, on which we are providing 10% discount also. So, after discount, you have to pay only 1350 for 1 month. And if you want to enjoy all these benefits at flat 10% discount, then go and use my promo code SCPRO. So guys, that's it for today. If you want the notes, then you can join us on Telegram group Vedantu Commerce. The link is also given below in the description box. And if you guys are new to our channel, or if you are watching my face for the first time, then please go and subscribe to our channel for more such classes. Also, make sure that you like this video and you share this along with your friends. So now see you all tomorrow at same time 3 p.m. with the another session. Till then, good night, have sweet dreams and take care. Have a good day everyone. Thank you everyone for watching this session. So bye guys, see you all tomorrow at 3 p.m.